Good afternoon and welcome to today's episode. It is October 15th, 2020 in the Pacific time zone, and I'm all masked up. I'm masked up because I just came from, first of all, seeing my doctor, my general practitioner, actually my infectious disease doctor, and also getting some blood work. And so I put on the heavy gear. Now, I didn't have an N95. I do, but I didn't bring them with me. But I did have this. And I have that. And I have this. And all of that has a lot of symbolism in it. Masking up. I don't necessarily have any particular problem with it. I'm not an anti-masker in any way, shape, or form. But I'm no longer upset at the ones who are. The mask is a symbol of something much deeper going on with all of us. Now, granted, we have this contagious virus going around, which we have learned, for the most part, is airborne. For the most part. But we also don't know all the facts about it yet, period. Every single day, there are a lot of people out there in the scientific world attempting to figure it out more, and in the meantime, are willing to not know and willing to be in the question. And then there's the group, which until recently I was kind of one of them, who got very upset when people wouldn't wear a mask. And then I got over it. Because what I was realizing about what the mask represents is that we're all hiding from each other. And we are hiding from each other because of something deeper on a societal level than I think any of the other issues out there combined. And that is our complete willingness to demonize everybody. I am so tired of this one side or the other. You're either on the right or you're on the left. I'm so tired of it. And I'm also tired of having to edit what I say. Because there actually are a couple of things that I can see the points of some of the people on the right, although I would certainly consider myself someone on certainly left of center. The biggest challenge that I see going on here is everybody's shaking their finger at everybody else. And there's a wonderful line that I heard a long time ago. It was an original reference to some advice that was given to a woman who was challenged with her marriage. And the advice was, if he's the problem, there is no solution. So one can take that in every direction that one can think of. We'll talk about it nationally at the moment. If he's the problem, then there is no solution. If those people in the Senate are the problem, then there is no solution. If those damn Democrats are the problem, then there is no solution. If those Republicans are the problem, there is no solution. If that militia is the problem, there is no solution. If the police are the problem, there is no solution. If those annoying white people are the problem, there is no solution. And it can go on and on and on and on and on and on. And until we start having conversation again, actual conversation again, it's only going to continue to get worse. And that's why I think that the masks are such a representation of life as we know it today. You know, someone can get angry at somebody and say something really nasty to them on the internet anonymously. And they feel good inside for doing that, making themselves righteous, demonizing the other person. It's not a good space to be in. Now, obviously, we are wearing the masks for a reason. And it's good to wear the masks. But let's not forget what this represents. It represents hiding out. All those bankrupters in those cowboy movies, those Western cowboy movies, all wore masks because they didn't want to be seen. We've got all those people online with fake ID, fake usernames, because they don't want to be seen, but they want to say mean things to people. Because it makes people feel better for a moment. But does it really? Because that's not. I truly don't believe that is, I absolutely, category do not believe that is what's underlying all humans. We have lost our way. There is no question in my mind. But even that can be argued. However, when I'm demonizing somebody else, or you are, or saying they're wrong, well, how do I know that I'm right? There's another wonderful line. Would you rather be happy or would you rather be right? What's interesting is that The collective conversation right now is I would much rather be right than happy. And then when I read my Facebook feed, when I read the news, there's a lot of people out there that are wanting to be right. But what I can also feel underneath all of it is a lack of happiness. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I think we've lost our way in that context. And we've lost it through division. We've lost it by demonizing entire groups of people. However, what I also know is that all of this is coming out. You know, there's an election coming up in a few weeks. There's a pretty good chance that the Democrat will win. But nothing significant will change because we're still all just demonized towards each other. You know, COVID is the HIV of the 2020 and well into probably another few years if history repeats itself in terms of pandemics. But as long as we keep demonizing, we're getting that great little hit of being right, but in the grand scheme, our heart is hurting greatly. Our heart is hurting so badly. From what people are doing to each other in the name of righteousness, in the name of making you wrong. No solution again. Another day, no solution. More questions than answers, but also really willing to not be right. Willing to not be right. Would much rather be happy. I would much rather be happy. And the more I let go of being right, the happier I'll be. Consider it. Thank you so much for listening today. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée.